this question: what informed you doing that transition, like you said, in 2018 into 19, that you transitioned your company online? What informed that decision? Because by then, oh, sorry, I've lost him, but he's going to come back soon. All right, I've lost him. Let's wait for him to come back on. All right.
Can
all right. Okay,
all right,
yeah,
so
I can hear you.
Okay, so we need to change the way we do business. Business, as we used to do before, ministry, especially for those who are pastors, as we used to do before, will totally and has totally changed. So we'll get into specifics as we continue the conversation.
I was trying to ask her, what informed you to do a transition with your company? You earlier said you transitioned around 2018, all right, and took your company online. By then, we have had no idea. We had no idea that COVID-19 was going to break out. Okay, in fact, it wasn't even there. But what informed you to do that transition?
Okay, so dissatisfaction is a catalyst for change. When you become dissatisfied about your present situation, you create your future. So I had achieved some level of success in my environment, in my space, in the place, in Akwa Ibom, in New. I wanted more because I believe that I have more. I believe that I am more. I believe that I deserve more. So to become more, I needed to increase my capacity. I needed to learn get new skills, understand the technology of my business. Because you see, every ministry or every vision or every talent has a technological dimension. So if you're a singer, there's a technological dimension to your gifting, to your singing. If you're a preacher, there's a technological dimension to ministry. If you're a speaker like I am, there's a technological dimension to speaking. If you're an entrepreneur, there is a technological dimension to it. And most times we're focused on the technical dimension or the artistic dimension or the managerial dimension. We are not focused on the technology of it. So in 2018, I got dissatisfied and I began to want to learn more. I wanted to start selling to people in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt. I wanted to sell to Ghanaians, but people from Botswana, in Singapore, Malaysia. So my company and a few members of staff, we went for training and we began to study, we began to read, we got experts to come teach us how to do choral capture, whiteboard training, we set up our Paystack account so we can receive monies both locally and internationally, Payoneer account. We began to look at our websites more critically to make sure that it was converting. We began to create products that we could sell, videos, audios, ebooks, online programs, slides. We did that training. It took us about 3-4 months to package ourselves. So for me, what informed that change was the fact that I wanted to start reaching out to more people. I felt that we have done enough in my area. We could reach out to people outside of my state and outside of my country. So that's what informed my transition.
Okay. There are so many persons, especially during this period, have seen the necessity of transiting their businesses to online.
Okay.
But I am also aware that the lack of skill, especially online skills, a serious challenge to many. What would be your advice or your thoughts for those who want to transit their business to online or want to come into the online space to do business?
Okay, so for me, a lot of people will be rushing to the online space right now and they're making a lot of mistakes. There will be a lot of noise. There is right now a lot of noise, days, all mediocres coming into space. So before you start thinking about the technological dimension, make sure that whatever you're offering, the information, the gifting, the service, the value you're offering is quality enough. Because you are the internet exposes you quickly to the world. And if people watch you or listen to you and you don't have as much value as you're supposed to have, you can lose business entirely. And the internet, it's easy for you to go viral on the internet. So you have to first of all focus on making sure that your information, whatever it is you're offering, is quality enough. Now, before you don't even need to learn technology for now. You don't necessarily need to learn technology for now. You'll still be an amateur. What you basically need to do is to outsource. There's something called outsourcing. Look for people who have knowledge in that area and pay them to set up the platform for you. If you don't have the mind right now to start learning all of this technology, of course you can learn as you go. Look for people who can help you set up. For example, the StreamYard you are doing now. If you say, oh, I want to go, I have something to share, I want to go on StreamYard, you'll get into trouble. Outsource to somebody, to some people, ask questions, let them help you while you learn. While you learn eventually. You learn along the line. Because my goal, my take is focus more on the quality of your content. Focus more on the quality of your content. The channel will sort itself out. You can outsource that. Focus on the quality of your content. When people have an experience of you, let them get so much value. And that's my take on this. Before you go online, don't go undone. Go fully prepared with your content. And that's what I would just say to people who want to go into that space. And then also I want to say, you can start very simply. It doesn't have to be complicated. The more complicated it is, the more difficult it is for you to achieve success technologically. So go very simple. For example, a business person, you are selling shirts. Snap your shirts, upload on Facebook, upload in groups, put your phone number. That's how to start. You are doing training. You're doing training. Don't say you want to do StreamYard, you want to do YouTube, you want to Facebook Live, you want to do Insta Live. If that is complicated for you, start with WhatsApp training. If you can understand WhatsApp training, start with WhatsApp training. If you can do Facebook Live, by the way, you can do Facebook Live. You can look at your Facebook, you just say go live, and right there, reach out to people. Start simply. And then as you continue to do it, you understand, you get more clarity, understanding. Be as simple as possible. But don't forget to focus on your content. If you focus on your content, you will have people coming around you. That's my take on this side.
Wow. Thanks a lot. Let's go deeper a little bit more. What were those skills that you and your staff members needed to learn to be able to do the transition, like you told us earlier, from offline to online? Let's know some of the skills you needed to learn.
Okay, so that's beautiful. So the skills we learned, first of all, was digital marketing skills. Digital marketing skill, marketing online. Because it's when you see some guys on the internet, they are very good. They know how to put together a website. They know how to put things together. They're so technically good, but they're not making money. In digital marketing, there's something called conversion. The question I'll always ask you, that strategy, that platform you're using, is it converting? If you want to increase your brand, that platform are you really increasing your brand? If you want to make money, sell your products, are you really selling products and making money? So it's not necessarily about what platform, how technically good you are. You have to focus on the digital marketing skills. So what we did basically was that I outsourced the technical parts of setting up all that stuff. For example, the audio editing. I don't have to start learning how to edit my audio as a speaker. I got my friend Prince Will to work on that for me. Video editing. I don't have to learn video editing, even though I know some video editing. You can download InShot, INSHOT, into your phone and do some basic editing, put in some text and so on. But of course, you don't want to be perceived as an amateur. So I outsource that to Abraham, who helps me do that. And all the other things. Graphics, you can use Canva, CANVA, download on your phone and then do some basic graphic. But you don't want to be perceived like an amateur on the internet, because the internet is about perception, visibility, and promotion. That's critical for the internet. So you want to be perceived as someone who's qualified. So I focus more on the information and I focus on marketing that information. So what are the marketing skills that I started to learn? First of all, I learned how to write a copy. Writing is an essential skill on the internet, just as much as video. People are embracing videos, people are embracing audios right now on the internet. But the basic skill that you're going to use on Facebook, use on Instagram, use on WhatsApp, use on Telegram, use on all those platforms is writing. You want to learn how to write, but not just write. There is a writing style online that is persuasive, that is marketable, that can help you convert whatever it convert your thoughts into cash or into results, and it's called copy. COPY. Technical term for it is copy. You have to learn how to write a copy. To write a copy, basically, we think about the headline. What's the headline? The headline has to be catchy.
Can I pause you there before you go on? Can I pause you? Can you please explain what a copy is for those who may not know what a copy is?
Okay, so a copy is an advert. It's a written ad. It could be a written advert. It's a written advert. Basically, it's an advert where you persuade with words. But a copy doesn't only have to do with written format. Sometimes a copy can be a video. Whatever you do to persuade people to buy, to follow, to influence people, to get them to take action is called a copy. So, but mostly we do a lot of writing on the internet. So a copy or a sales copy is that which you write that persuades people. So we also have audio. Audio can be a copy. Graphics can be a copy. So you need to learn how to write copy, and you can actually Google that up and find out a few things. There are people who are paid heavily to write copies for companies, for organizations. Like I have a product that I've sold close to 3 million naira in the last less than 1 year. And my friend and brother, MK, I paid him to put together that copy for me. Put together the copy, and then we posted it in different places. I'm still selling it again and again. The copy can be used on your Facebook account. Your Facebook copy can be used on your Facebook group. The copy can be used on your Instagram. The copy can be used in any place, even on your website. It's like the sales girl that attends to customers. When people come to buy and they read, the copy is like the sales girl that attends to them, answers their question. So what that means is that your copy should answer every question that the client is asking. The copy represents you. You are not there. You are sleeping somewhere, but the copy is answering questions, is talking to them. They can rewind, they can listen, they can read, and then as they make decisions, you're getting paid. So that's how to actually make money while you sleep. When you write a powerful copy or powerful sales copy, you make money while you sleep, because you can use that copy again and again and again 24/7, and people are paying money into your account, or people are responding to your call. So learning how to write a copy is vital in digital marketing, in the internet space. It's not just about posting things. You have to be deliberate. For example, let me just share a few tips about copy, because some people want to learn practical steps. Number one, your headline, your choice of topic, your choice of title, what we call it headline. Your headline has to be very catchy, has to be very attractive. For those of us who are speakers and who are pastors, your sermon needs to, even if you're a pastor and you want people to come to your Facebook Live to watch you, or to go to your StreamYard or your group to watch you, the title, the headline you place is so important. If, for example, you say financial prosperity in spite of the recession, that's your sermon. Go here on your wall. Obviously, a lot of people want to hear what the pastor has to say about it. So your headline is important. Your headline for your products, your headline for your service, for your brand is quite important. After the headline, your intro, there's also what we call your sub-headline, the thing that explains your headline. You have the headline, you have the sub-headline, and then you have bullet points, and then you have the opener, then you have the body, then you have the close, the call to action. So it's a bit technical, but there's basic knowledge. You can actually Google this thing up and understand the basic knowledge of writing a copy. The beautiful thing about YouTube is that YouTube is like a university. There is no information you're looking for you will not get on YouTube. In fact, YouTube is the largest university in the world. It's owned by Google, and has a collection of so much information. So don't go to YouTube and write how to write a copy. You will see hundreds of thousands of videos, short and long videos, that literally will educate you on this in this process. So we learned how to write copies. Very, very important. It's like basically the most important thing that we did. Then another thing that we also learned that was vital was how to advertise on Facebook. After the copy, for us in the team, how do we advertise on Facebook? Now, for you to advertise on Facebook, and our generation needs to know this, you don't want to use your Facebook account. A lot of people use their Facebook account and then they put their posts and all that. That is fine. If you want to go serious in business, then you have to have a Facebook page or a Facebook group. People, Facebook wants you to go to to have a Facebook page. Once you have a Facebook page, you can pay Facebook to help you advertise your product, your service, your ministry. It's also very, so one time when you see a post on your wall and you see sponsored, that means that that person has paid money to Facebook. And you can pay as small as 500 naira, as small as 1,000 naira, 2,000 naira, 3,000 naira, just to run Facebook ads. I spend close to 50K weekly to do Facebook advertising. And the beautiful thing about Facebook advertising is that it enables you to choose your target market. So I am here in Uyo, and I put up my copy and the picture, and now the Facebook will ask me, who do you want to see it? Or where do you want it to be shown? I put the location, Lagos. Even in Lagos, it can be more specific. Victoria Island, Lekki. I specify where I want to put it. It goes further to ask you, do you want men and women to see it? I said it's a product for men and women. I click that. It goes further to tell you, to ask you, what is their interest? What's their interest? So if it depends on the subject or the product I'm selling, I'll target the interest. Maybe it's fashion. I'll put a lot of interest on fashion. I'll just type it there in the platform of Facebook for advertising. And they will also ask me things like, what's the age range? Age range. So I want people who have purchasing power to buy my products. So I'll start from 20 to 55. But Facebook has a range of from 18 to 65. So learning, the second skill that we learned was Facebook advertising. Now, if you go to your Facebook page, sorry, let me just land. If you go to your Facebook page, you can do two things. First of all, you can promote your content. You can just promote your content. Maybe you put a very powerful sermon, article, or video. You can just promote. They say promote page or boost page, boost post. There's boost post. There's boost page. I'm sure if you look at your Facebook page carefully, you can do that. If you don't have a Facebook page, create one and see what I'm talking about. But for you to start making good money, you have to do what is called, you have to have a Facebook ad manager. So that's going technically, and I don't want to go technical with us. But here's the point. We learned copywriting. We also learned Facebook advertising. All right, Facebook advertising. The third and last thing that we started to learn was how to use several platforms like we use WhatsApp a lot to do our trainings, because we use WhatsApp and not YouTube or Facebook Live, because Nigerians would really want to burn data to watch videos, but they can read and they can listen on WhatsApp. And over 1.5 billion people are on WhatsApp. So we began to use WhatsApp and Telegram to start, to get people. We also began to build a list. That's one other skill, one other thing we got going for us. We said to build a list. And that's one thing that is important for you. Build a list and build a community. We said to use email services like MailChimp, like Aweber, like GetResponse, to build a list. Now, for you who's a business person and who wants to try, list is everything. The list is everything. The money is in the list. Make sure you build your list. For example, we're here now. How many people are watching us? Is there a way for us to get their details? So I expect that scrolling down should be a contact number, an email address where people can submit their details so we can follow up on them. Because one other very important thing about internet is follow-up. You need to build a list. Even if you're growing a community, you need to build a list. People come into that place, and then you can feed them with more information. They may not buy at the first time, but because you have them in your space, they keep hearing you and hearing you and hearing you, they eventually buy. The same thing, even if money is not your goal, even if you're trying to build a community and a brand, that's the same thing. For people who, church pastors, for example, who have built a massive list, they won't have problems now. Because people, they can just go to their Facebook page. They have over 100,000 people who have liked the page. They have they have a list of people on their WhatsApp, or Telegram can accommodate 20,000 people. They send a message that we're going live on Facebook. Join us. So church members can go online and watch them. So building a list. So those skills was what we focused on, not the technicalities of setting up a website. And that is fine. You can also learn that. That is fine. People may want to set up a website. So if you go into that space, right now, post COVID-19, people will ask, you know, I want to design my website, I want to do this, so you can get a chunk. But it will take you some time to develop the skill to be perceived as an expert. So, but we learned a lot of marketing skills, and that is vital. My thoughts.
All right, sir. I've had some persons ask me, what kind of business can I take online or do online? So I want to ask, is it every business? Okay, like you said earlier, the lady who sells bags, the young guy who is selling maybe boutique. Can every business be online, or there are certain businesses that can be online?
Every single business can go online. If you go to car45.com, you can buy a car online with car45.com. You can get a car online. You can order for any kind of acquiring food online by going to those websites. Jumia has a food part where you can order for things, you can sell things. So any business you're doing can go online. Even if you're a plumber, or you can actually put the service online. And you don't need to have a website to do this. Thank God for social media. Start with your Facebook account. Start with your Facebook account, then you can grow. You can grow into your Facebook page. You can go into your Facebook group. You can set up WhatsApp group. So almost every business can go online. Almost every business. In fact, now, so you can do e-commerce business. You can do e-commerce business. You can import, once the lockdown is over, you can import things from China, from Europe, and then when they come in here, you mark up the price, you know, make some profit and sell. You can do that. You can. My wife sells certain fluff shoes online. She gets them at a very affordable rate, at a very cheap rate somewhere. Her sources is not something she wants anybody to know. And then she gets them, she now snaps them and uploads them on WhatsApp and our WhatsApp status, uploads them on our Facebook stories, on Instagram stories, on everywhere. And people are calling. She puts her now, people are calling. She makes orders, so much orders. She makes quite some money just from doing that. So find a way to start taking your business online and start simple. As you progress, you start learning a few other things like Facebook advertising that I mentioned earlier, email marketing. Even if you're selling information, you know, the future of enterprise is teaching. The future of enterprise is teaching. It doesn't matter what you're doing, there is an education part of your business. And most of us, for example, let me give you an example. You are into selling cosmetics, you sell cream, you have a cosmetic or perfumes. Well, that's fine. And you can make some money from there. But you have never explored, you're leaving so much money on the table. You have not explored the education dimension of your business. There is an education dimension of your business that you're not exploring. And that is, you can start teaching people how to market cream. You can start teaching people how to produce cream or produce perfumes. You can start teaching people you can look at the skin part of cream. So yes, there is a business of selling cream, but there's also the teaching part of selling cream. Let's go to cooking. You cook well. All right. So you can be selling your food online. People can make orders from you, but you're leaving money on the table. You're not exploring the education part of cooking. You can give people tips. You can teach people and get them to pay just to learn, to buy. You can sell ebooks. You can produce a cookbook. You can do videos of certain recipes and sell. You can do audios. You can do online classes and trainings on Instagram. So the education part of your business is very, very vital, and there's so much money in that space. I don't know if you get my line of thought, sir. If you get my line of thought, let me know. So any business you're doing has an educational part. Make sure that you are exploring the educational part of your business, because the future of enterprise is teaching. For me, I'm an infopreneur. I sell a lot of information. And so I don't sell tangibles, I sell intangibles. That saves me a lot of logistics. I could do a seminar online, an online training. All right. I could do an online training and spend very little amount of money. So if I'm doing an offline training, I have to spend money on the venue. I have to put generator, a few other things like that. But if I'm doing an online training, maybe like something like this, all I have to burn is data, and I probably need to spend a few months for data. That's particularly data. Make sure I'm seated, and then I share my thoughts. So the future of enterprise is teaching. Look at the teaching dimension of your business. If you're doing a business right now and you're selling and you're having issues trying to sell, a better way to push that business is to start to teach the business. Because people may resist a sales pitch, but they will not resist. They would not resist. They would not resist the gift of knowledge. People may resist a sales pitch, but they will not resist the gift of knowledge. Pastor, before you came, I was saying something about that. There's an education dimension to your business, and this is vital. So if you're pushing your business now, you're trying to sell, and nobody's responding to you, explore the teaching dimension of that your business. Explore the teaching dimension of the business. People may want to experience the gift of knowledge first before they buy your products. If they learn, let's say you produce tiles, you make tiles for floor, and you're trying to sell the tiles online, nobody is buying. But you know the potentials, you know the value of making tiles, and if they can learn the skill, you can now choose to say, okay, I want to do a free online training on how to put tiles, the cost, different kinds of tiles, where to get them, how to get them, give you source information. People come into that class, WhatsApp, Telegram, Facebook, wherever they come in, and you give them value, you teach them, and like, wow. A few of them will now say, okay, let me pay for your product. So you have used teaching to sell. People may resist a salesperson, but they will not resist a teacher. Here's the point I'm trying to make. Wow. There's a teaching dimension. Wow. There's a teaching dimension to any business. If you focus just on the product sales, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. You're leaving a lot of money on the table. Same vein, if you're a teacher like I'm a teacher, if you're a pastor like you're a pastor, or you have people who are pastors, you're focused on the teaching, you're leaving the selling dimension. There's a business dimension to your ministry. So you can create products, CDs, videos, audios, books, materials, online trainings that people can also pay for. So it's vice versa. Am I making any sense at all?
Yeah. I'm with you very well. Wow. So every business has the education part of it.
Yes.
Now, that's very interesting.
There's plenty money there. A lot of money there.
And I heard you say the future of enterprise is teaching.
Yes, sir.
So in other words, what you're saying is that every businessman or woman out there should be able to know how to monetize their knowledge, because that's part of it.
Yes,
now,
sir.
Can you throw a little bit light on that, monetizing their knowledge? Some persons don't even understand how do they even start monetizing their knowledge. So they just sell their products or their goods.
Okay, so now one of the objections a few persons will say and tell me, they'll say, George, you want me to give out my trade secrets? No, I don't want you to give out the trade secrets. What I want you to do rather is to explore the education part of your business. Okay, you're selling a health product that can help them do stuff. I'm not saying tell them where you get your product from, how much you get to source your product. I'm telling them, teach them something about health. Be perceived as an health expert. Teach them something about health. You're selling fitness equipment. Teach them about, show them exercise routines. Share with them knowledge. The knowledge doesn't have to be your knowledge. You can bring somebody else to share that knowledge. Just explore teaching in that dimension. And you can do this by doing a lot of things. If you're running a supermarket, you can start teaching them about products in your market. There's so much to do. Teaching about business. Teaching about, I'm in Paystack. Paystack.com is a payment solution. They collect money. They help me in transactions. So if I want you to pay me money, I can send you a Paystack link and then you pay me money. When I go to the website of Paystack, every now and then they send me information on different things, on finance, on the new technology coming up. So that's exploring the education part of their business. All right. So that's pretty much what I want to say about it. And there's so much you can do about it. Right now, I'm running an information masterclass online, and actually happening on WhatsApp. It's been happening for 3 days now, where I teach information marketing. I look at every sector and see how you can start monetizing your mind, monetizing your knowledge. There's so much you can do with the platforms we have. Even this platform we're using, this is my second training or conversation using StreamYard today. I had one meeting by 1, and now I'm having a meeting by 4. We can still monetize it because obviously this is exclusive. It is in your group. It's in your group, right? So what that means is that we can offer it. We can do something free on a bigger platform where there's traffic, something very free, then lead them to an exclusive training where they can show up and they pay. That's monetizing your knowledge using StreamYard. You can do Zoom. Zoom is also very exclusive. You can do a free training and then on Facebook Live, then tell them that your next class, your next paid class, where more value will be given, will be on Zoom. Then you take them to Zoom. So there's so much you can do to make money. Finally, before I let you continue the conversation, I want, okay, you're making a lot of sense. I want to say that this is so very important, that everybody has an information you can sell. You have an information you can sell. You are more intelligent than at least 10,000 people. You have so much information. At least somebody can buy from you. Somebody can pay for that knowledge you have.
That's
you have
to.
Do you know that if you are able to successfully take care of teenagers, somebody wants that knowledge? How I have troublesome teenagers. How do I get this information? You can put together an online course, or you can put together an ebook, or you can do videos on YouTube and tell them that they should buy it. You'll be surprised. Somebody in Nigeria, somebody in Kenya, somebody in Singapore, somebody in Indonesia will pay you money, $7, $10, just to get that information on parenting. You have a good marriage, you can monetize your marriage. So there is nothing in life that you cannot monetize. Nothing, sir. Absolutely nothing. Yes, you have so much information you can sell.
Yeah, go on, I can hear you.
Okay, you have so much information. Now, this is what I want to say to people listening to me, and this is what I'm not about to share with you is worth $5,000, but I'll give it to you for free. I'll give it to you for $5,000. There are 2 currencies post-COVID-19.
Thank you.
2 currencies post-COVID-19 that you must.
Thank you. Hold on, sir. I'm thanking you on behalf of all the viewers in my community because we didn't pay for this.
2 currencies. The first currency on the internet post-COVID-19 is attention grabbing. You must learn how to grab attention. That is your currency. Whether it is through spontaneity or notoriety, learn how to grab attention. But I would recommend you do it in a positive way. Learn how to grab attention. If you can grab attention, you will attract traffic. The money is in the traffic. The influence is in the traffic. The impact is in the traffic. So first currency, grab attention. In fact, people will advertise on your Facebook wall, on your Facebook page, if you can attract attention. When you have people calling and say, please, can you have 10,000 people on Instagram, I like what you're doing. Can you advertise my stuff for me? Can you you start getting money from that. So attention is a currency. Do not joke with your capacity to grab attention. Do not downplay it. If you have a large influence of people, you can monetize that. Number 2 currency post-COVID-19 is information. While you want to give information out, you must be careful to realize that information is a currency. Yes, that information you have, you can sell it. You can sell it. And now the information doesn't have to be lengthy. People think that, oh, that information has to be lengthy. Let me give you an analogy. It doesn't even have to be well packaged. It just has to be quality in value. You're walking on the streets, you're thinking about some business you're doing, you're walking on the streets in your area, and then you see, just by the gutter, you see a piece of paper or a newspaper, and written on the newspaper is a bold headline that answers the question that's been disturbing in your mind. It is there on the gutter, it's dirty. Most likely, you will pick up that paper, right? And you will clean it and read and read and read the paper. You will take it to your car or take it somewhere and keep it and even file it. So it's not about where the information is, about the content of the information. So it's not about how plenty. If you're looking at it and say, wow, this is good stuff. Though it was dirty, it was not well packaged, but it was quality. In the same vein, you're driving your car, and then you get to a particular place and you're stranded. You're looking for directions. Somebody comes to say, I have information for you. And the person tells you quickly that this information is worth 5,000 naira. If you want to leave this place, it's worth 5,000 naira. You know the person has information. You give him 5,000 naira, and it takes a piece of paper and just writes the location, the way out. So you're not paying for the length or the volume of information. You're paying for the value of the information. So if you have this mindset, it will help you realize that that information you have. For example, do you know that there is a website where you can have an American or UK phone number in Nigeria? There's a website where you can have an American phone number or UK phone number here in Nigeria. And that somebody in America can call you with your UK number and you receive the call in your Nigerian number. So if to give you that website now, I can charge you 10,000 naira. You get the point? Just to give you the website, I can charge you 10,000 naira. Do you also know that there are websites that you have where you can get cheap products, cheap quality products from China, from America, from Europe?
Wow.
Give you that website, give you that website, and charge you 20,000 naira. So it's not about the length of information, it's about the quality and the value of information. Information is currency. Don't give out things like that. Finally, one thing I want to say about information is this. When people get information for free, they don't place as much value. You see this thing we're sharing here? If some people just watch and pass and maybe go offline, but if they pay 3,000, if they pay, they'll watch carefully every word.
I like this.
People pay attention to what they pay for. People pay attention to what they pay for.
Let me see this live after this podcast. I'm coming for it, sir.
No, people pay attention to what they pay for. So, and also it's good to train your people to value knowledge enough to pay for it. That mindset of get free. You can start free. In internet marketing, in digital marketing, what we say basically is anything you get for free, know that it's leading to a paid. It's leading to a paid version. So you're not smart if you don't give information for free. It must value must lead to the next value. And the beautiful thing about people who pay for information is that if they pay for information the first time, they'll keep paying for information again and again and again and again. People that don't pay for information won't pay for information. Sorry, sir.
Right. Yes, I'm back. I'm sorry that my network is really disturbing me.
Okay, that's no problem. So yeah, that was the thought I was trying to share.
Yes.
When people pay for information the first time, they'll pay for information again and again and again. I'll give you an example. So I want to collect 50,000 naira from people for a product. I won't collect 50,000 naira at once. I could take 3,000, or I could take 2,000 from them. Because they are able to pay me that 2,000, and I'll give them so much value, chances are that they will pay me another 2,000, another 3,000, until they eventually pay me the 50,000 naira. Anybody that will pay you for information will keep paying you for information. I'm a living testimony to that. I have people that have spent close to 100,000 naira going for my trainings back to back. They always want more. Value increases your desire to want more. There's knowledge comes with an appetite. You always want more, want more, want more. And so in information marketing, what we say is you have a front end and you have a back end. Front end is come in, either pay or coming for free. Back end is the product and the service and the value I'll give you at the end. So what we're trying to say here, all of this is not, we're not to go off the point, is that look, you need to upgrade yourself. You need to learn some more, learn a new skill, learn marketing skills online. Online digital marketing is basically marketing skills online. Learn how to write copy, value information, learn how to sell your information, put your business online, because that's the way the world is going right now. And if it is too complicated for you, start simple. Start very simple. Start with Facebook. Start with Facebook advertise, simple Facebook, WhatsApp. Start with Telegram. Then grow from there into bigger things. Are we still having that?
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor. Sincerely, I wish we could continue on this.
Yeah.
So many thoughts I would really love to hear you share with us. But we are certainly having a network challenge.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm certainly having a network challenge on my end, struggling to connect and reconnect and all that. Um, um, Let me bring it to a close here, okay? Because the network is giving me issues. It's not really allowing me to really follow you. But I want to say, Doctor, you've really, really exploded our minds. You've shown us many things that even myself personally, I didn't know before. And I'm glad to have you on this show sharing these deep thoughts. And like you say, I've learned one very big lesson. I think next time I'm going to monetize this.
Yes.
I'm going to
They've gotten
monetize this
value. Don't worry,
next
they'll
time.
pay.
Okay? So that
They have gotten value. People who are watching this,
people
who are watching this,
so that
have gotten
people learn
value.
to
Next
value
time they
it
pay.
more, like you have just said.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you clearly. I can hear you. I can hear you clearly.
Can you hear me?
Very well. Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you so much for coming. It's already 1 hour since we began. Yes, it's already 1 hour since we began, and I'm glad that you came to share your thoughts with us. Okay, very powerful thoughts. All right, so thank you, Doctor, for coming. I really do appreciate your presence here and all your thoughts.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. God bless you.
Please, when next I call on you, please, just pick my call and let's do this again.
No problem, sir.
I'd like us to do this again.
No problem, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day, sir.
You too.
All right. I've been speaking with Dr. George Essien, who is a business consultant. In fact, he is like a polymath. In fact, not like he is a polymath, a man with vast knowledge in so many areas. All right, today is the end of Think Right Summit. In this first edition, like I said when I began, we have been looking at post-COVID, preparing you for your future success, helping you to understand the terrain that we have already found ourselves and the skills you need to learn. And George Essien has taken time to tell us about online business, digital marketing, and many more. Okay? Thank you so much, all my viewers who have been with me for 7 days. We have always been coming here discussing these issues. I'm glad that you have been with me, learning so much. Okay, I can see comments coming in. All right, thank you very much, Doctor, for coming. We are really grateful. Okay, so this is where we bring Think Right Summit, this first edition, to a close. But remember that Think Right Summit is being powered by Think Right University, which is coming soon. And I would like you to start preparing yourself to enroll in the university, because what Think Right University will be doing is to help you gain the skills. And I'm serious about what I'm telling you now, is to help you gain the skill. We are here to complement the traditional university system by helping you gain the skill that is needed in the marketplace. That's very important. I've heard so many persons tell me there are no jobs. But listen, that's not true. The problem is not lack of jobs. The problem is that many people looking for jobs do not have the skills required for the jobs available. So there are jobs, but the skills many job seekers are looking for do not match the jobs available. That's why Think Right University wants to bridge that gap to be able to give you the skills that employers. So keep your ears wide open. Keep following in the community. And if you're not yet part of our Telegram group, I would like you to subscribe to our Telegram group. You'll find the link, okay, right in this video. Subscribe to our Telegram group so that you can have notifications of all our products, all our webinars, and every resource we want to be sharing with you. All right, I am your host and conversation driver, Solomon Obi, and also the VC of Think Right University and the founder of Think Right Africa community. I want to encourage every member of this community to keep being engaging, or rather keep engaging in every activities in the community. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love you so much. Until we come back with Think Right Summit, I remain your host, Solomon Obi.